Moogle headband or no Moogle headband for the tutorial? Cause do you want a Moogle teacher or do you not want a Moogle teacher? This is going up on YouTube, alright? This is going up on YouTube. You guys have a Moogle teacher for Resident Evil 1 HD Remaster Speed Tech tutorial. You're welcome. We'll be covering stair skating, how to dodge zombies, and how to quick shoot. So I've been running this game for several months now, and I feel like I have a good grasp of what it takes to speedrun the game. And as a disclaimer, I am not the person who discovered these strats. I simply employ it in my own speedruns. This speedrun has been around since like its inception in 2002, so this run is very optimized, and it's, you know, the strats are very set in stone. I just simply employ the strats in my own runs. The speed tech I'll be covering today is applicable for all categories on the speedrun leaderboards, with the exception of quick shooting, because obviously you don't need quick shooting for knife only runs. But if you're here and you're coming into the game or into the speedrun community wanting to do knife only, you will want to stick around for the stair skating and how to dodge zombies. So with that said, I hope you find this helpful in explaining the speed strats that you see in Resident Evil Remake. And if you like this kind of content, subscribe. Before we start, I have to make it clear that I do use a controller for the speedrun. I do not use mouse and keyboard, even though I run this on PC, and I don't recommend that you do run this on keyboard and mouse on PC because it is very difficult to maneuver your character. Controller is the preferred way to run this game because you'll be switching between tank controls and alt controls. If you don't know the difference between alt and tank controls refer to like the modern controls where you use your analog stick to move your character. Boom, boom. But the problem with that is it doesn't jive well with the fixed camera angles in Resident Evil 1 HD Remaster. So all controls control your character relative to the current camera angle. And as you can imagine, when the camera angle switches, the direction of your character changes with the camera angle change. You can use any controller. I just prefer PS4 because I've always played with a PS4 controller. It's more comfy for my small hands, quite simply. And alongside to using a controller, I do speedrun this game with a door skip mod. And it's important to note that this door skip mod is only applicable to PC because you can only run the mod on PC. And they are recognized by the leaderboards, but they are separated from the rest of the categories. And that's important because the way I'm going to show you how to scarce skate in this game is different between no door skip and door skip. So the door skip mod allows for a method of stair skating that's more ergonomic, in which you use the right analog stick to stair skate, which I'll be showing you later. And not watching door animations saves time and sanity. So it's my preferred way to speedrun this game. You're more than welcome to do no door skip, but if you do run no door skip, then you would have to do the vanilla stair skating, which I will mention briefly, but I do not have the technique for that down at all because I don't run that category. Without further ado, let's go in game. So these are actually the first set of stairs that you will be stair skating. I've already skipped the cutscene here. Barry ends up here. You go look for Wesker by going up and down these stairs. And you go back down, cutscene plays, Barry disappears, you get the lockpick. Cool. So to stair skate in this game, you need to use tank controls. Tank controls meaning you use the D-pad right here, as you can see on the screen. So to stair skate in a door skip category, remember this is door skip. Use tank control forward, and you're going to wiggle your right analog stick. So as for comparison, This is going up and down the stairs normally. Your character will go on each and every step. If you do no stair skating. But if you do stair skating, that's what it can end up looking like. You get like a little gliding motion. And it's much faster. So the way I stair skate is by wiggling the right analog stick, as you can see on the gamepad. It's not really a rotation like this, which you can do if that's more comfortable for you, but what I like to do and what I find the fastest for me is wiggling like this. A successful stair skate will look like no animation change at all. So to get into the nitty-gritty of like why this works, you're essentially mashing the run button as fast as you can. That's what stair skating is. So vanilla stair skating involves you using tank controls and mashing the run button, whatever it may be on your controller, as fast as possible. So that's an example of vanilla stair skating, what I did just there. You can see me mash this square button. That's vanilla stair skating. So before I enter Murder Hall, which is beyond this door, which is where we'll be dodging our first zombies, let me just demonstrate to you the kind of motion you're supposed to do to dodge them. You will be employing the bait and run. The kind of motion you want to do when you approach a zombie. Let's say the zombie is this door, right? You're running towards the zombie, and he is probably going towards you with his arms out. So as best as you can tell based off your camera angle, and you'll kind of learn this the more you run this game, you want to stay just out of arm's reach and kind of dance around with them in a circle like this. And then once they lunge, you want to run back the way you came, and as they're putting their arms down, you want to run past them during their cooldown animation. So again, running towards them, coming into arm's reach, dance, wait for them to lunge, kind of run back, and do a double take. Like that. So bait, run back, and run past. So yeah, that's how you dodge zombies, and let's go see it in action in Murder Hall. So he lunged. He's usually not a problem, but here, see how I kind of did that bait. This is the first instance, or the first room where you will be using quick shooting. Quick shooting refers to you using the handgun. Basically, you're shooting faster than intended with the gun. So a regular fire would look like this. Very slow. Jill does the whole animation of like the recoil and like steadying her gun again. So the way you do quick shooting is actually, it's a timing thing. And it's gonna sound kind of silly, but the way I time it in my head is on beat. So in my head when I'm shooting, I press the button, the fire button on beat like this. Happy birth. Like happy birthday. I know it's really stupid. It sounds really silly. But whatever works for you, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's definitely harder on a higher frame rate. It's a lot tighter. It's almost kind of like a frame perfect kind of tech, especially if you're doing it on higher frame rates. But it comes down to timing. So you don't want to mash your fire button. That's not going to get you anywhere. You want to time it correctly. So your quick shoot should actually look something like this. If I could get it. And you guys can see the frequency at which I'm pushing my button. So Yawn 2, which is the boss fight that is currently happening, you will be employing the pump canceling here with a grenade launcher. So what I'm going to do is equip this. So you're gonna equip your grenade launcher. Pump canceling also applies to the shotgun. But essentially what you're going to do is aim, fire, reposition, aim, fire, reposition, and just repeat. So if you're familiar with MOBAs, it's basically you're kiting them. And in the speedrunning context, it saves time by cutting down the animation of dealing with a recoil for your character. So it's very similar to quick shooting, but the way you quick shoot is very different from the way you pump cancel. So pump canceling, you aim, fire, and then reposition in whatever direction you want to move your character in. In this case, we want to back up from yawn. So yeah, I'll be demonstrating that now. So as you can see, I didn't move too much, but I was able to cancel the animation. So essentially, pump canceling is attack move or orb walking. Black Tiger is another instance where you'll be using pump canceling. Not to necessarily kill Black Tiger, which is the giant spider that you see, but to destroy the webs on the door. If you're lucky, Black Tiger will help you out. That's it. That's a tyrant fight with pump canceling. We got stair skating, dodging and baiting zombies, quick shooting, and pump canceling. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, be sure to leave a comment down below and to leave a like, and let me know if there's anything that I missed or something new you learned, if this was helpful for you. If you guys let me know, I could do a better job in making better content for you guys. Comment, subscribe, or you're banned. True.